think that's because these guys are amazing. The other thing that's amazing about them is everyone's got such a distinct voice. Like you know what an Andre line is, you know what
Sure.
a Talk on is, you know what a Rex line, you know what I mean, it's all they're all very distinct. And look, we shoot these shows in 3.5 days an episode,
Yeah.
which is on location with a big cast. That's
crazy.
That's impossible.
We
Yeah,
spend
it's crazy.
half our time waiting for planes. So we
We
really
shoot
shoot it
right
in,
next to an airport.
1.75 days.
But I do also think that, I think they wrote very clear characters for each of us to play, but over time things just evolve and you make realizations about yourself or how your relationships to other characters. Like, I feel like it's evolved that Jenny and I, and Katie's character, like, really hate each other.
We really do.
And I think that was probably always there, but like it's like when I love Katie, she's so lovely, but on camera, like, Ruxin hates Katie. And I think he feels like she's his one intellectual
Your big
competition there, like the only real threat to him.
It's one of the best scenes in 3 seasons of the show. And we shot it, I think, the
park
first
scene,
week,
right?
the
Yeah,
park
that's where
scene
yeah.
with Jenny and Ruxin on the bench when Jenny
That
says,
was a
"I know
great
you're
scene.
whacking it to Bounce Test Videos, and we're gonna make a trade." And
Such an awesome scene.
It's a
yeah.
great scene, and it's a testament to the actors that it's so compelling to just watch 2 people on a park bench give each other shit.
It's that scene in every movie that you love when the two villains get together, like in
Right.
Heat, when it's just the two, like it's De Niro and Pacino just sitting there, and you're like, oh, one of them's gonna win. It's gonna be
No eye contact, no
Yeah,
focus,
very
sure.
well. Yeah, it was great.
But I think the other thing that's in terms of evolving too now is that Taco, who's been Taco Corp has been this
Very
season,
entrepreneurial.
very entrepreneurial
Yes.
this season, and he's always sort of conferring with his lawyer Ruxin, who's quite sure that he's not his lawyer, and then Ruxin finally gives up instead of saying, "I'm not your lawyer," and just goes, and now it's just you'll see it this season where John will say, like, "Okay, write this down. I'm on it."
Yes.
Already did it, and not moving a muscle, and he's like, "Good job." So Nick Ruxin is now the best employee of Taco Corp. Ruxin's never done anything bigger and never will.
And I love how you just like, he's my lawyer, obviously, even though your brother, your flesh and blood,
Yeah.
is an actual
Also a lawyer.
lawyer. It's like, obviously, this guy's my lawyer.
Did any of you guys end up with parts you didn't audition for? Like
I read for
everybody-
Ruxin when I went into
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, well, for Jeannie's office, yeah.
And then you read for Pete, for us.
Yes, well, I read for Ruxin, and then I went out to my car, and then Jeannie, the casting director, brought me back in, and Jeff and Jackie had me read Kevin. And then I also read Pete, and then, because I think that was when you guys were deciding whether or not were you guys talking about playing
Do
husband
you
and
know?
wife?
Do
or
you know? Do you
did-
want to know why?
Why?
They were never going to play husband and wife
Oh.
like that. But
Well,
because
for
they
those
do
of you
it
who
so
don't know,
brilliantly, yeah. Mark,
Well, and it's already been done.
right? Mark Duplass and Katie Aselton, are Jenny and Pete, are married in real life, and they do it so brilliantly. And we feel like they sort of have established and owned that space as a couple, having made independent films together with that dynamic. And Puffy Chair is such an amazing example of that. That we didn't want to feel like we were sort of competing with that.
We also wanted to make it super awkward for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what we discussed when I don't know if I've ever told you this.
Oh, great, here we go.
Here we go. What we
That's when I started
discussed
crying.
when Steve came in for an audition is Steve was so aggressive and just, fuck and this and that. He was so
They
aggressive.
told me it was cable.
He was so and so funny, but that's what's so wonderful about it. And the second we put him with Katie, like Steve is an aggressive single guy as Pete was slightly frightened.
Terrifying
Was
for any single girl
was-
out there.
It was a little rapey.
It was a little rapey. It was. But you
Perfect.
with Katie is like watching you with your beautiful wife Tracy.
Yeah.
Where, you do have boundaries and it's really
We're
funny
like
to
the
watch up to
kryptonite.
Yeah.
We're the kryptonite.
So you guys were just suppressing my behavior.
You're right.
So otherwise the scene would be like that old commercial with the Samsonite and the gorilla just
It
banging.
would be like a really funny show with a Dexter commercial in the middle of it, just me just killing people.
I actually originally auditioned for the part of their daughter, Ellie. And I
I
had
heard
a few
it came right down
callbacks.
to it.
Yeah, I had a few callbacks,
Yeah,
but
they were in your mind.
you
But you couldn't memorize the lines.
Couldn't memorize the improv lines.
I remember when you guys first told me about the concept of the show, and I was like, ooh, I want Vid's role. And you were like, she's not in the show.
It's one episode.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I realized.
We're on Raw Dog right now, Sirius XM 99, your home to uncensored comedy. We're celebrating The League Season 3 on FX tonight, 10:30 p.m. I'm here with Jackie Marcus Schaefer, Jeff Schaefer, Steve Renazizi, Nick Kroll, and Hazelton, along with John Lajoie. No Paul Scheer yet.
Dead Paul Scheer?
5
Dead
minutes
Paul
away.
Scheer.
5 minutes
The
away.
ghost
Is that
of
true?
Paul
Oh my
Scheer.
That's what they said when we walked
Oh.
in, about 20 minutes
5
ago.
minutes away,
So great.
classic. I just have to bring up the way the show was created real quick because I just took a trip to Spain recently with my fiance, and I was in the small town of Sevilla, trying to work into our tour of Sevilla an internet stop because I had to set my lineup for fantasy baseball. I was in the playoffs, and of course I lost because I couldn't find a location. And this 30-minute escapade literally turned into 2.5 days. And
You guys still
basically,
getting married?
still getting married.
All right.
She's a
Wow,
trooper.
she's a good
one.
Yes, she's a keeper.
And clearly you're tolerant because you lost and didn't set your lineup, and you must really love this woman.
Yeah, I ended up getting third place, which was double my money in the beginning, which was fine. So I didn't lose out. But it literally turned into 2.5 day escapade to make this happen. So was that a similar experience for you guys when you're?
It's literally how the show was created. The show was Jackie's idea. We were skiing in France over Christmas, and Christmas Eve, Sunday night, Christmas Eve dinner. She planned this amazing thing at this amazingly nice restaurant. But Christmas Eve dinner in France is game time Sunday back in the States. So I keep pretending that this is like, what was this, like 2000?
We weren't married yet.
Yeah, so
We were engaged.
it was like pre-Skype day, so I keep pretending that the French food is making me sick, and I gotta go to the bathroom, and I keep running out into a snowdrift to call back at great expense to myself to find out how my team's doing. I can't affect the outcome. I just needed to know. I do this like 3 times. The third time,
Basically, it was the cell phone international roaming
Oh,
version
boy.
of hitting refresh over and over again.
yeah.
How much was that bill?
It was a lot more than a meal actually, which is surprising. So the third time I'm standing in this drip and I look up and in the doorway of the restaurant she's standing there and she's just looking at me. She goes, "This is literally the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. This is gonna be a great TV show." And that was it. And so like that's how literally how the league was born.
Well, you guys get asked all the time, do you play yourselves and everything you do? You guys have a league together, right, for the show. Do people try to email you guys and contact you personally and send you team names? Have you guys had some good team name suggestions?
Actually, yeah, we get a lot from fans, team name suggestions, and the greatest indicator of the stuff we're most excited about with any given season are our own team names. So sometimes we'll shoot something, and then Jeff, a few weeks ago saw me feverishly sort of running to the computer at 2 o'clock in the morning because we had shot something and I was changing my team name to Toilet Kitchen.
I'm so sorry I missed that scene, by the way.
Oh my God,
Yeah, so
you are.
toilet kitchen, zipper fairies. I mean, it's.
What do you
I'm
use?
the Dick Spitz.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
the Z? With the Z?
No,
Mine's
shit.
still a joke. Mine's still a picture of Steve's wife.
And Katie, you play?
I do. I am still a line from last season, which was the Duchess of Douchecockery.
It's a great line.
It's,
You're
I
royalty.
miss
And that
Exactly.
fit, that's nice.
Exactly.
It's a lot of characters.
I'm the